Welcome, Passion Vista magazine followers. My name is Adriana Vadillo, and the title of this podcast is How is a successful person being perceived as in Mexico? I think this is very important because I really believe that success is perceived differently depending on the country you live in. But first of all, we will define what the success means. There are many different definitions of success, but the ones that make the most sense to me or that I can relate to the most are the following. Success is being happy with what you have and what you are. Success is being a positive impact in your surrounding. Success is helping others achieve their dreams. Success is making a difference in other people's lives. Success has to do more with what you are than what you have. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful. When I was a child, I remembered my father used to tell us that success was not a synonymous of happiness. And this was very difficult for me to understand, because as a visionary, I have always thought that you can make a difference in this world, adding value and helping others to achieve their dreams. Do something important in your life, leaving a legacy and being an agent of positive change for future generations. Now, as a grown-up, I understand my father's words, because I realize it has everything to do with the culture in which we live in. I am going to tell you a short story. This is a story of a fisherman selling crabs in the beach. He had 3 buckets. One bucket with Japanese crabs, the second bucket with crabs from the United States, and the third bucket with crabs from Mexico. The buckets with crabs from Japan and the United States had lids because the fisherman knew that the crabs were going to help each other to get out of the bucket and free themselves. The bucket with Mexican crabs did not have a lid, and when they asked the fisherman why this bucket did not have a lid, he said that when a Mexican crab wants to escape, as soon as it starts to rise, those below him will pull him down and will not let it go. So that bucket didn't need a lid because Mexican crabs won't climb because they don't help each other. This story may seem a little bit funny, but it has a deep meaning in our society, as it means that if you are talented and want to pursue your dreams, society will not allow you to do so. In Mexico, people want you to win, but not to always win. So it is difficult to fight for your dreams. It is difficult to be authentic. People do not want to leave their comfort zone and do not want to risk anything because they want to have warrants. If people notice that you are doing something important, something that is going to have an impact, instead of adding value to it, they will start to compete trying to bring you down instead of working collaboratively. So it is definitively difficult to be a successful person in Mexico. You need to be a fighter, you need to swim against current, and understand that you will be working alone. Another important aspect to consider is the fact of being a woman, because traditionally in Mexico, men are the supplier and the most important figure in our society. If you are a woman in business, they will perceive you as a bossy person and won't accept that you can be as capable as a man to accept responsibilities and perform the work as good as a man can do. I remember when I was 25 years old and working at Sybase that my manager wouldn't accept my position as coordinator of the professional services area. I was in charge of the training facility and the consulting projects. Instead of supporting me and helping me to develop my role, he isolated me from the rest of my colleagues, sending me to a separate and empty area of the building and giving me my colleagues' documents to file. After 25 years in the business sector, I realized that it is very difficult to be a woman, to be an entrepreneur, and to be successful in Mexico. You have to be very strong, you have to understand where you are, you have to fight for your dreams, you have to prove that you are capable as men, you have to demonstrate that you are adding value. We need an inclusive workspace, as diversity is not just a matter of social justice, but it is a catalyst for creativity, productivity increase, and better decision-making. Diversity and inclusion will help pave the way for a more innovative, prosperous, and sustainable future for our global society. Therefore, as a woman, it is important to have a place in the workspace and be an example of what we as women can do and the value and benefits we bring to the table. It is important to be a role model and inspire other women, especially young people and girls, that it is possible. Having more women in the workspace is crucial for creating a more equitable society, but also essential for unlocking the full potential of human capital and walk towards a better future for all. In Mexico, the common good occupies last place in surveys, as people are very individualistic. So it is important to educate people and become an agent of change so that people understand that each of their actions has an impact on the lives of other people, since we are all in the same boat. To do this, you have to become an agent of change and inspire people with your own actions. But this is also difficult, as it is good to inspire people, but sometimes it results in people not wanting to see you happy or better. There is a fine line, as this can translate into competition, a fierce competition, as they will want to take you down. So I would suggest a woman and young people that are listening to continue fighting for their dreams, to not listen to other people's opinions, to not accept the places where society wants to put you. Work hard, understand that your actions will have an impact in other people's lives, since we are all in the same boat, and if we want a better world, we should work together. Hang in there, keep working, be a fighter, swim against the current, don't give up, and believe in yourself. After all my experiences, I have learned to overcome these challenges. I have realized that they are just obstacles to reach success. Therefore, it is very important to never give up on your dreams. Never surrender and believe in yourself. Be committed, be passionate, and be successful. I hope my experiences can help you, and thank you very much for listening.